Hi Dynamics family, Mariana here, just doing a vehicle video while I'm waiting and again making the best use of my time. So today I'm just going to do a quick video on the different styles of friendship. Now, I have some lifelong friends that thank you. I'm so appreciative for you. We've been through so much and I'm so grateful for you and love you to death. You know who you are, especially if you're watching this, and thank you. That includes, when I say lifelong friends, that includes some family members as well, because I think over the years as you mature, it's not just, oh, they're family, whatever. Like, you learn to respect them as people and friends. So thank you for that. There's also friends, I think, that are close friends, maybe not best friends or whatever, but they're close friends where, you know, you stay in touch a little bit more, whether again it's a phone call or you're seeing them, or you know, a text or a messenger, or however it is that you use that, email, whatever. So there's those people. Then there's acquaintances, and that's again, a lot of times is, you know, they're ones that I guess I look at acquaintances more like they're the ones that, you know, if you see them at certain times, like we had a place out at the lake in Nevada, and so they were considered lake friends. So I don't know if they're acquaintances or just friends when you're somewhere. Like, it means that you would still talk to them outside of that, but that's where the majority of your friendship was experienced, is when you actually saw them in person. And then again, that there was friends that were acquaintances that then became closer, and or whatever. Then there's the ones, I don't even know what to call them, and a label's not even that important with all of these, but I just thought we were trying to talk, we weren't trying to talk, we were trying to clarify the different types of friendships, and how, again, how we label everything, which we don't need to, but sometimes for people to understand, it's easier to, you know, put a label on it. And then it's just a preconceived notion about what you think that word is anyway. Like, what is a best friend to you to me might mean different to you. So, but anyway, and then there's the ones that you don't talk to for a long time, but then you just pick up where you're at. And then it's just like nothing's changed. You know, everything has changed in your life, but nothing has changed with your friendship. So I think to call someone a friend in my world is it's that I care for them, and in that I care for their well-being, and then I care for being who I am to them, like being authentic with someone and being who you truly are with someone, and then them, even though they may not agree, understand, or whatever, but having that mutual respect with someone and still having that friendship, even if you don't agree on everything, I think is a huge true friend. I also love those friends that, I mean, I just sort of had a conversation with this not too long ago about, you know, those people that are just there for you and will be the example, like, and will hold steady the truth of who they are. So just meaning, like, if they're going through something and they need to talk to someone, or vice versa, that person could just have compassion, but still be strong and know the truth of who you are. So they're not going down that rabbit hole with you of, you know, pain or whatever it might be, pain or empowerment or victimy, or what, you know, whatever that line is. That, I think, for me is such a gift. Like, when it doesn't mean that, I know for me anyway, it doesn't mean that I don't love them. It doesn't mean that I don't respect them, that I don't have compassion, that I can't see what they're going through. It just means that it's easy to complain. So if you call me and go, this is going on, or I, I'd like support on this, or this is what's going on in my life, if we both go down the complaining, pain road, then how does that uplift? How does that make that person feel better? It does a little bit because I get it out, okay? Get out your shit, get it done. Like, say what you need to say. And then, if you're calling them and to say like, I need support, or you're writing them or typing them or emailing or whatever, then the very fact that you can be open, or I can be open to what they have to say, really is just a reflection as to, is that where I want to go next? Or no, hearing you say that is no way. So, it's those friends that you can trust with what's going on in your life, that they're not going to share it with everybody. Like, in general, I'm open people, but as a family and coupleship, we're fairly private. We do have, other than doing the business stuff, but our personal life, we try to keep fairly private, and we don't need to have a lot of people know exactly what we're doing and when we're doing it. And do we post on social media? It used to be a lot. Now it just doesn't matter. Like, who cares? I would rather send my friends, whatever degree they are, personal messages then, but when it comes to holidays or someone's birthday or whatever, then I'll post it on my page or something that want to share because I feel like it's helpful. I think from a friendship point of view, I think it's just, to me, I've got those ones that are very dear to me, and I've kept them close, and I want that. I really do. I am a really good friend. I am really good. Once I love you and you're my friend, then hey, that is it. And like I said, I keep those people precious in my heart and close to my heart. And like I said, it doesn't mean I have to talk to you every day. It just means that, hey, they know that when they need me, I am there. I might not be right there that second unless it's an emergency, and I'll do whatever I can to drop whatever I'm doing or whatever, unless I'm flying or traveling or something like that, to be there whatever time. If you tell me it's an emergency and I need you, then you know what, I will do my best to rearrange everything, whatever. And I appreciate those people, and I'm grateful for the ones that have been there for me and have done that. See, there is no keeping score in friendship for me. It's not like, oh, we were friends a long time ago and we haven't talked for each other, and so can we be friends? I think if you're friends and I've told you that I love you as my friend, then I love you as my friend, and I don't judge you for what you have done. I look at you for the truth of who you are. And there's a reason why you're in my life. So again, there's close friends, best friends, acquaintances. There's also seasonal friends. There's specific event friends. There is convenient friends. And I'll just talk about this for a minute because it's come up lately. And that is, you will be my friend when it's convenient for you. I think it's really funny, because then when you see that pattern, you're like, they didn't really chat with me, but when they wanted something or needed something from me, and I'm not just talking a conversation, I'm just talking like they think that you can give them something that they need, then I just call them your convenient friends, and you will understand if you've ever had those in your life. I have less and less of them now because I recognize it right away, but you will understand as you have grown through your life, or as you are growing through your life, depending on, what part of life you are when you're watching this, is just watch for those patterns. And my family and I often talk about the people that we always have to engage first. Are they your friends? Sometimes that happens with family too, that you're always one that's engaging to try to keep the friendship or the familyness going. So, yeah. Again, anyway, so I mean, I'll leave that to you. So you'll figure out the pattern. Either people understand what I'm saying or they won't, or at some point they will understand that. So you just have to do, at the end of the day, when it comes to friendship, do what serves you best. It's okay that people that you were friends with before you are not now, for whatever reason. It doesn't mean that they didn't, or you guys together mutually served a purpose for each other along this journey of life, and that's fine. And you look at that when it comes to relationships and marriage and all that stuff, or divorce, or whatever. It's just like, yeah. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. Be your partner's friend first before you get married. Just for those that haven't yet, or those that have, they'll understand. Be your person's friend or best friend if you're going to marry them, because when everyone else is gone, or when the hard times, you need to know that you can communicate and be friends with that person, and not just that passion of like, oh, I love you, and da-da-da. Because people are meeting you where you're at. Again, law of attraction. They'll meet you where you're at. You'll attract them to you. And so again, that's relationship, friendship. There's so many, when I looked it up here before I did this vehicle video, there's just so many types of friendships, again, or labels. But at the end of the day, again, people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I think that's a saying, whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. Do what serves you. Love the people that are your friends while they're here with you. And when they're not, then they're not. Whether that means that they've made their transition, or they're just not in your life for whatever reason. Take the gift, take the opportunities. And when it comes to friendships, like I said, just be that friend that you want to have. Again, law of attraction. You can't attract those people where you are doing, you're expecting someone else to be that supportive and loving and there and this and that, and label it everything that you want in a friend, which can be similar to a relationship as well. You can make that list, but you're not doing that yourself. Then again, remember, the natural law of attraction is that which is likened to itself is drawn. So be that friend that you want to befriend. So then it's a mutuality. And again, I don't even know if that's a word, but I think it is a word, or I'll make it a word for today. There's that mutual love, respect, and friendship involved in that. So that's all for now for friendship. Again, there's a whole lot more, I'm sure, that needs to be said around this, or not. Do what serves you. Have in your life who makes you feel good, who uplifts you, and again, you do that same to them. However you want a friendship to be, decide what that is, and then be it. Anyway, until we meet again, have a dynamic day, and thanks for listening.